Yo, what's up, people? How's everybody doing out there today?
What up? What up? We back.
Hey,
We always
I,
here we go again, not knowing how to do an introduction. We what 40
yo,
episodes in.
I swear to God, we got to get rid of them scripted shits that people like when they be saying fly shit, like you're feeling the vibe, hit subscribe or some shit like that. Like I don't know. We need a tagline real bad. Look, I am Lucifer,
Yes, and I'm BA,
and
and we
welcome to
are
another episode of
abroad.
Yo.
That's it
We
right
gonna
there.
yo, we
There you
gonna get
go.
this shit down. We
Intro,
over. Yeah, we got this.
intro done. This week, y'all, we have a special guest. Some of y'all know most of y'all know who he is. Some of y'all probably don't. Y'all knew if y'all new to Lou and I's content, but we have Jimmie Valentino today. What's up,
Listen,
Jimmy?
the Jimmie Valentino, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta get this bitch old grand interest. Like you Jimmy
Yes,
Jimmy is the
Jimmy.
male Jack A. Carey. Like
My
Lord,
former.
Lord.
I'm so serious. Like your whole energy has always been Jack A. Harry to me. And then the titties on top of it. I'm like, listen.
And for everybody who don't know, Jimmy and I used to have a podcast called Punks Under Pressure. It back what was that 2017, 15
2017 until the pandemic.
to
Like,
the pandemic.
Yeah.
yeah.
And Punks Under Pressure, if y'all just go wherever you listen to podcasts, you can still find it. It's still out there.
And the
But
crazy
what
part is, so they got me to guest on one of their episodes. That was my very, very first time in front of any podcast mic ever. Like, these two gentlemen you see on your screen right now are literally responsible for me being here now. So if it wasn't for them, y'all wouldn't be hearing my voice now. But some of y'all probably would rather not hear my voice. But I mean, you
but
know what
what
I'm
you
saying.
but what you been up to, Jimmy?
Well, I've been good. Well, thank y'all for having me on the show. And I want to say I'm proud of both of y'all. Because I will admit, people had always asked me, was there a beef between you and I leaving? I'm like, no, there has never been no beef. Um, there's no beef because I actually was like, when y'all two got together, like this was the match made in heaven for y'all because y'all are some independent, y'all are some very opinionated bitches and old ass men that have opinions about every fucking thing. So like this is made for y'all. But I've been chilling. As y'all may know, I am now trying to be, even though this doesn't age well, the gay version of Hugh Hefner now, or the gay Luke Campbell by having my own adult entertainment company.
Oh,
Um
No, hold on. Let people know what that is because people are gonna think you fucking.
no, so
You
I
said
actually
adult entertainment company.
so right now, what that means, That's Noodle Entertainment is a adult entertainment company that specializes in film content for content creators and also throwing, let's just say, special interest parties, what we call bachelorette parties for gays, call it that, and those that want to do the eyes wide shut party. So that's what I do.
he was bringing y'all classy six. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Like, you know
But
what I'm saying?
it's so funny. It's so funny because like you in Atlanta, like that's the perfect place to do that, and that's one thing that I miss about Atlanta. Being able to do things like that and like in places like that, that shit ain't in Dallas. But I do. I miss Atlanta sometimes. I think I tweeted the other day. I think what I miss most about Atlanta is First Fridays at the Eagle. Which y'all do
Mhm.
y'all still go?
Occasionally.
I went to the last one. It was cool.
First Friday
Like
at
we,
the Eagle. I miss JJ's and being able
what
to
is this hold that JJ's be having on people? Guys, here's my thing. So I used to hate JJ's. Like when I first moved here, somebody took me, oh yeah, you gotta go to JJ's, you gotta go to JJ's. Then I open the box and I see like this crack or cocaine residue all over some chicken with like two pieces of white bread at the bottom. But I've had it since. I've had it like in the last couple of years. Okay, it's cool, but niggas done built like an institution around JJ's. I mean, oh my god, like calm down, guys. I promise you, there are better chicken spots. I do not know the hole that that place has on y'all.
and then being able to get Kanaka sausages at the store. I miss that about Atlanta. Other than
What's the
that,
knock?
what
The Kaneka.
Kaneka? That's what it is.
Yes, Kaneka. Yeah.
I said Kanaka.
Connected?
It's
Kaneka
Kaneka sausage.
sausages.
Yeah.
Oh, I connect sausages too. Like it's just fucking like put them together. You talking about right?
No, Connect is
No,
a brand of
it's a
sausages.
brand. It's a brand of smoked sausages.
Okay, y'all. Listen, my
And
ADHD,
look,
I done
I
got
will go.
stuck on like
I
I'm
will go.
thinking they said
Look,
I'm thinking they saying put the motherfucking sausages together. But
no.
anyway, sausage for some reason is something that I've never really eaten. Like for me
Hmm.
to eat sausage, they have to be like I need them cut at a bias, like the little slices that you be seeing like on the white people
Oh, okay.
commercials. Then I need them fried really good on both sides. I can't just bite into a link of sausage. To me, that just I don't know. It just feels very wrong. Like you feel the skin break, then the juice flew and all in you. No.
Let's get on with what we're gonna talk about today because it's a lot that we got. A lot of bullshit.
A lot of bullshit. First, before we get started with anything, I want to give a shout out to Miss Jill Scott. Her album "To Whom It May Concern" dropped. I want to say last week.
That horny auntie music.
So
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. It's actually not that. It's she has so many it's so many different themes and like she has a song on there about crooked pastors. Like the song is her and Too Short talking about crooked pastors. It's so many different types of songs. But what killed it for me was like because she been doing the rounds and she went on the Joe Budden show, and he like so what are songs about fucking? I'm like, what is the R&B audience is so annoying. You know what I'm saying? All they want are songs about situationships and fucking. You know what I'm saying? That's literally it. It's other shit to talk about. That's why y'all out here complaining about LMA right now. I ain't mean to bring that girl up, no.
I love Element, but
Everybody's problem with LMA is she's British. That's the problem that people don't want to like see. That's
I
why
see
people
what
like
you say.
her stuff is so people like it's missing something. It doesn't have a to it. I was like, this because she's British. It doesn't have that.
It's unseasoned. It really
Yeah.
just feels very bland. It's not bad. You can tell that she's talented. It's just nothing moves you. But the thing is, none of her songs ever moved you because the booed up song, I couldn't stand that goddamn song. But it's not seasoned. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
So my thoughts are like I actually just listened to Jill Scott's album before we started filming. It's actually pretty good. What I do get is with the people say they don't like it, it's the same way they didn't like Miguel album. You can tell you have never listened to a Miguel album that your life outside of Adore. You have not listened to anything outside of Sure Thing. Even with Jill Scott, who I consider is a soul artist different from R&B, meaning that they're gonna sing about different styles, different stuff that's going on outside of love and shit stuff.
yeah.
So with Jill Scott, it reminds me of what Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye used to do in the 70s. Santa Cook was what they talking about stuff that's going on outside of love. Yes, we can talk about love. We can talk about fucking and all that stuff. But there's other stuff going on in the world that I want to talk about. So I actually like it. I did like Northside because I forgot Jill Scott can rap. I forgot that aspect that Jill Scott is a rapper. So I forgot about that. Element, I'm taking for Element a little bit, even though I fell asleep at our concert. But
You fell asleep at the concert. There's literally nothing else you can say. My thing is, if your music is boring enough where I can go to sleep with motherfuckers walking up and down the damn thing to get concessions, you know the aunties wear they hollow boots to concerts, so you hearing all that clunk, 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 with nachos in their hand. If you can fall asleep through all of that because your music is that boring, it's indefensible. I'm sorry. Like, I'm like, what are we doing here? You talking? You gonna sit up there and say, "Well, I'm about to defend her," but I did fall asleep at her show.
It's her music. I like LMA music. I like her. I will admit, it's not what the quote unquote vocals. She's not gonna give you vocals by any means. It's gonna be straight forward, which is kind of weird because I think you brought this up at somebody's party recently. It's weird when white British sing, they sing soul. When black British, they sing like I just got out of a Methodist church. I'm singing this song straight. I'm not having no ending. I'm not doing no runs. None of that. So it's kind of weird. But I think because.
But you know what? I appreciate when people sometimes just stand flat foot and sing. Because let me tell you real quick, who should have just stood flat foot and sang. And I'm proud because y'all swear we don't like this woman, but neither one of us said nothing when it was happening. When Brandy took her ass up there and sung that goddamn national anthem and turned it into fucking I Wanna Be Down, you know what I'm saying? Like, That's what it sounded like. She was up there because it's that thing, that reverb thing that she does, and all the fat church gays go up for. She was, it's like, girl, you did the national anthem is the most stand flat foot and sing song you will ever fucking encounter. Why the fuck are you up there fucking doing underwater reverbs and shit on the mic? Then you got the big voice girls behind you. What are you
Hold
doing?
on. They really gonna attack us again, her
It's the
fans. But I
I,
got two things to say about that.
I'm
I got
sorry.
two things to say about that. It was for me, it didn't necessarily sound bad. It was just doing way too much, and it
Mm-hmm.
was pre-recorded. It wasn't live. And I thought that if it was live, I think I could appreciate it better. But
Mm-hmm.
like the fact that it was already doing too much and pre-recorded, that's doing even more. So it was just doing a lot. A
It
lot was
was
going on.
doing a lot. All Whitney ever did, Whitney walked out there, Whitney sung that song, and it just.
And I hate when people do and I hate when people lip sync, and when we know it's an obvious lip sync, and they're really trying to like act and convey emotion. I'm like, stop it! Like Mariah Carey, girl, please.
The Lamb's about to beat our ass now. Go.
Mariah Carey will go on stage for a live performance and really have the actual backtracking from the actual CD playing. Like, girl, please. It's the way she like act like she just can't move, like somebody have to carry her on stage or something. It's just so.
They be moving her legs and shit. It'd be so funny. I swear to God, she'll go
Okay.
instead of her going up a stair to the podium. There'll be like 4 niggas carrying her on like a dais. Then they put it down, and then they start moving her calves and shit. It's like,
I mean, her dresses are. Oh, let me shut up.
Her what?
Her dresses are.
She loves a fishtail gown.
Her dresses are tight.
She loves a fishtail gown.
She likes the fishtail. She can't move, and you know when you get in clothes that you know you. Let me be quiet. But yeah.
All the girls when they enter that phase of their career, they get really, really draggish. Yeah. And this is no shade to anybody because the drag queens are fly. You know what I'm saying? But it'd be so funny to me how just like because the fishtail gown silhouette, you don't see that really outside of a drag stage. Let's be real. Who walking really around with a fucking with a fishtail really down in a bolero with a backdrop and shit like that? Like it's
got rabbit tails, got the rabbit tail fur coat and the shawl, it's very much Diana Ross.
Oh shit. Why last night I was at the bar and it was they were playing a song and I was like, is this Diana Ross? And I was like, and I asked my homeboy Lawrence, I was like, is this Diana Ross? And he was like, oh, I was like, it can't be. They singing too good. And then when I looked up, it was a Stephanie Mills song. I can't think of it right now. I forgot.
Probably I never knew love like this before. The old dolls, the 60 plus gays, Stephanie Mills, never knew love like. You want to see them motherfuckers move like them knees work on shit. And what's so crazy is I love the difference between old gay music and young punk music. Like every generation of punks have their punk music. Like, the old punks, they love a disco mix of like Shaka Khan and all that kind of shit like that. Then you get to the most annoying group, the Janet Jackson age gays, because they had to be like the Barbs of their day, because literally it'll be a fucking 55-year-old punk at a party right now with a fucking obnoxiously large ring on his index finger, holding a drink like this, talking about something. Everything Beyonce done, Janet has. It's just them gays.
Janet fans really do get on my nerve. That's why I like trolling their old asses.
So what? Like, and don't get it twisted. Janet raised me. Janet is my mother, but at the same time, it's like, like, the old stands are hilarious. Then
they are the Barbs of their age, though. For me, when I started like paying attention to music, it was really Monica, Brandy, Maya, like that Escape, that period.
Girls dress real film aggressive.
Yeah. Yes.
They all
TLC
girls dress like studs.
The TLC era. Yeah, that was like, my first to music.
Aaliyah, TLC, SWV, Escape. They was pulling niggas in their own fucking clothes.
Yeah. So I think for me, because I grew up with older people, I grew up in the club at 13, 14. So um I want to say our age group is kind of funny because I see it now. Like it's Trina, the Trina Little Kim, Beyonce, of course, Rihanna. Because it's funny now because my niece is like, we're doing the old school party. Like, what you doing? Are we doing? We dressed up in the 2000s. I was like, ooh, ooh. I'm definitely old. Not y'all doing 2000s parties. Like, what y'all doing? It's like, oh yeah, I like that old song. Like, what old song you talking about? Oh, I like One Thing by Anne Marie. I like, oh,
Whoa. Whoa.
oh.
I was like
Whoa.
leaving to drink. Like, you're not gonna make me listen to Whoa. And I was never a female rap gay though. When I was a kid, I ain't gonna lie. I was. Here's the thing: if you looked at my gay trajectory from the time I was like a teenager up into my 20s, you would think I would be one of the black dudes who fuck white men. Cause like I was into Michelle and Cello. I was into Missy. I was
Yeah.
really into I was
Well,
look.
good thing, good thing that didn't happen.
Listen, my ass would be in the room listening to fucking Fiona Apple and shit. Like I was like a white lesbian, but
I don't know why that made me think when you said fucking white man. I said not in Black History Month,
Not
but
in,
it's speaking of Black History Month,
this been the quietest Black History Month we'd have had in a minute.
and it sucks. And you
Mm-hmm.
know, and it's mainly because everybody always complain every year about they're being performative and all this stuff, and I just hate that because
Mm-hmm.
it's like you gonna like pretty soon no one's gonna be celebrating Black History Month. It's gonna be obsolete, and it's because of y'all keep complaining about it. Like nobody complained that the companies cater to the 4th of July,
Mm-hmm.
Halloween, all these other holidays. Like, what is y'all's problem? Like,
And they
why does
trying to
that
phase
bother
us
you so
out.
much?
They trying to phase us out in real time. You know what I'm saying? You see, they removing.
But it's happening from it's the black people that's complaining about it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh yeah,
that's
no,
why the brands stop
absolutely,
doing it. That's why all the
absolutely.
brands stop. So it's like if y'all gonna complain about it, we spend money doing this stuff. We could just not do it. And now you don't see anything out there, and that's just like that's crazy to me.
but it's not advertised because I go to the place that we're not supposed to go to because it's still and we still boycotting. But they have it. I just think now what I think a lot of the new generation take for granted is this shit is relatively new. Like we're just now getting our actual freedoms for real. That's like 50 years ago, 50, 60 years ago. This is still
Mm-hmm.
relatively new. So when I celebrate Black History, I'm still celebrating because I'm from Alabama. We was taught certain things as kids in Alabama, even though they didn't teach us in school.
Yeah.
And I think also now that with social media, it's a lot of I will admit it is performative. I'm like it's a lot of performative outrage, like why we have black, red, and green Oreos. Why is there a Black History thing? Like because it's supported. We don't complain about
Yeah.
the Asians having their month. We're like the reason why the Asians have their money is because we have Black History Month. The reason why gays have their money is because of Black History Month. So
Like,
Mm-hmm.
why do you get offended that some cafeteria for Black History Month is gonna do fried chicken and greens and mac and cheese? Like, why does that offend you? You're not offended on Asian Day when they give you pepper steak and fucking rice. When it's Italian Day and they give you spaghetti and lasagna, you're not offended by those things.
No, and the thing too, like noticing how disconnected this next generation behind us is. Prime example, Reverend Jesse Jackson just passed this past week.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to him, and and thank you for your service, sir. But there were so many people I was seeing who really wasn't even they didn't know a lot about him. And like Jesse Jackson isn't no obscure figure in Black history. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Exactly.
this man, he was one of the big dogs.
Right.
And like so many people were like, I just saw a lot of people like drawing blanks with like trying to figure out,
I just don't.
his significance.
I hate when I get the jokes and everything is funny, but I just don't want
Right.
people to like I fear this new generation is gonna like reduce it down to just like our like black figures as like jokes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I
So I'm
don't.
gonna actually, not to cut y'all off,
Mhm.
I'm gonna actually blame my generation for the way they have raised their kids because when I grew up, I had a great grandmother grandmother that taught me about Black history. I knew the importance of Jesse Jackson, and I think also because we grew up in a time where different world taught us, or the Cosby Show and Jet magazine, Ebony, and all that stuff. They featured all these Black history people that we didn't necessarily read in the book. So Jesse Jackson is like, to us that grew up in a certain generation, is the epitome of what Blackness is. He helped Black people out. He helped everybody out. I blame my generation because, or we're the generation where we got to the point of like, oh, this shit is whack. I don't have to teach my kids about civil rights. I don't have to teach my kids the importance of reading, because now they looking at it like, who the hell is Jesse Jackson? Ain't no way in hell you should be in a black household
Space.
asking who the hell Jesse Jackson is. You should
A
that should
couple
not
of
be
Or Al
episodes,
Sharpton.
Al Sharpton.
People
No.
like that. Like,
a couple of episodes ago, I was telling BA. We were talking about how I was talking to my sister, and she was telling me about how shocked she was about how little her kids knew about Black history. You know what I'm saying? Like one is 14, one is 11, and they know basically nothing, about Black history. And I was just telling her, like, that's, low key, that's an indictment on you too. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, right now they can barely teach Black history in the schools.
Right.
You gotta reinforce that. You gotta tell your kids. It's, and like Jimmie was saying, it's up to us. We the old guard now. Whether we want to acknowledge ourselves as that or not. It's time. It's up to us to pass all that, and
right.
and show how important it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know why we like to think of ourselves. We love to think of ourselves as younger than what we are as a generation. No, we
are the
What?
aunties.
I don't
We're
know.
the aunties and uncles. We are the dads.
I don't know
We're the
where
granddads.
that comes from. I don't know if every generation or everybody does that as they get older, but I have to check myself on that.
Absolutely.
It never like comes out, because I checked myself and I was like, wait, you are old. You are the older person now. Like, this either is not for you no more. This is like, quit before you complain.
I'm gonna tell you what you're supposed to
I have
notice.
to stop myself. But before you start complaining, nigga, understand that this just ain't for you.
It's certain black, especially male Black celebrities, that for some reason the culture has convinced us are perpetually teenagers. Chris Brown been 17 for 23 years.
That is
That
so
nigga been
crazy.
17 literally for 23 fucking years.
They do
Bow
act like,
Wow has been fucking 12 for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? This
yeah.
this little motherfucker is old as Black Pepper, and for some reason we still see him as a damn prepubescent boy. Like, I really, it is so strange to me.
And even so, it's stuff that we got older. I be trying to tell people, you don't really see it that much online anymore. But people used to always talk about how folks don't have cookouts anymore and stuff like that. I was like, because you're waiting to get invited to the cookout, but your
Yes.
old ass is the one that's supposed to be having it.
And I'm the old ass that have the cookouts.
Right.
Like, you're
40,
supposed to be
45
having the
years
cookout.
old waiting for Big Mama to cook.
No,
And it's so crazy because, like, a lot of people that I know our age that have like houses and stuff, they don't even want to have shit at their house.
the funny thing, Lou can tell you this, and you can say, and you can vouch for this. Me and my boyfriend, don't even bring it up there right now, but me and my boyfriend, we use his house for every cookout because he likes to entertain. I like to cook, so we realize we are the aunties, the uncles, we are the big mamas. We realize we accept that we may not look it, and that's the also issue. The other issue, but we are those people. So
Yeah. Like, people don't like,
realize,
like, back in the day, people just used to like go over each other's houses and just sit and just entertain. Like, people don't do that. People used to show up over your house unannounced. You remember that? Like, people just used to pop up at your house.
My aunties still do that.
Yeah, like, just, like
my aunties still do that. In Alabama,
that's like unheard of now.
They still do that.
I'm gonna tell y'all something though. We talking about throwing, but you have to realize most of our friend group is gay or gay men.
Yeah.
With gay men and throwing cookouts, You're gonna get an extreme every time, but it just depends on what subset of gays you going around. Because let me tell you something, if one of the muscle girls or the girls who always in LA Fitness, if they throw in a cookout, you're gonna go to that man's house and you're gonna get nothing but bottom cuisine. You're gonna get a crudité platter. You're gonna have all the alcohol in the world, but ain't gonna be no real food
No
because
food.
them bitches don't fucking eat and they always gotta be ready to bottom. So then you'll fuck around and go if you're friends with the big girls or the big gays, because the big gays hang out here together. Shout out to the big gays. But you're gonna get hella food there. You're gonna get all the hot wings. You're gonna get all the motherfucking Rotel dip. You're gonna get all of that shit. Because the thing is, they don't give a fuck. They gonna fuck regardless. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Fat gays the ones who told me that it was a time limit on fleets.
Listen,
No,
it is.
they'll tell you that. I cleaned out before I got here. I got 6 hours on this. I've
You know
heard
what?
men say this.
A little side note for that. I can't believe this is about to be a topic. That is true. Like a lot of people think that you have to like fully like flush everything out from your neck down on out to everything, and you really don't. You just got to clean out your asshole. You don't got to clean out your intestines.
Listen, I keep telling them that's why they motherfucking asses running around here with IBS.
And
That's why they out here.
you're painting because your hole is clean.
Mm-hmm.
But you started
All that
tapping with the huh?
all that backwash. Then you trying to convince people that you creaming. No, motherfucker,
Your hole is
you need to
clean,
complete the
but you
rinse
like
cycle.
you kind of started tapping on what's in the intestines, and then when you started getting rammed, it breaks it all down, and food that wasn't even ready to be digested is now just coming down, and you pain.
If I ever look down at my damn dick and see like a floret of broccoli, what did you do? What did you do? You didn't even
Okay,
digest it.
let's not.
So I will. So I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you who taught me how to. I'm gonna tell you who taught me how to fleet. Believe it or not, was a trans woman.
You
Oh
said what?
wow.
A trans woman taught me how to fleet when I was like a baby gay, and she was like, "Go get your cookie cleaner." I'm like, "A cookie cleaner?" Yes, like go get your cook because you don't want to. She like you don't want to paint the girls, and I'm like, "What the fuck you talking about?" And I'm like 20. She like, "No, go get you one of them fleets and go through
Did you get
there."
the wait? Not the hot water bottle.
Yes, go because you. Yes.
That's what I
Yo,
still use.
that shit your mama used to have hanging on the back of the damn shower.
You know,
Yes.
you know what made me you know who where I learned at I shared it before on Punks Under Pressure. So I learned from the very first time I tried to bottom, the top taught me because I did paint him. Because let me tell you how naive I was to all this gay shit. I didn't understand that you had to clean out. I didn't. I just thought just take a bath and I'm ready to go
Right.
over here. Like I know you're thinking, Brian, you couldn't have been that dumb.
Because when they show
Because
on TV, it says when the
there
women
was
do
no
it,
there was
when
no
the women
one
do
to
it, they just
teach
want to
us.
take their shower, and that's what you thinking.
There was no one to teach us. You know what I'm saying? We didn't
And
have older.
I just took a shower, cleaned up, washed up in there real good, and went over there and painted him down. And he was like, "Did you fleet?" And I was like, "What is that?" And he was like, he knew I was like new to all this stuff, and he was like, "You got to do this and you got to do that and da 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 da." And I was like, "Oh, this is a lot."
Yeah.
No.
So that's another generational thing because we're not also. It's so funny we say this. We're not teaching the new gays how to do shit because it's on the internet now.
They
But
got Google. I was gonna say that you can Google. It's
it's
probably
Google.
YouTube
It's on
videos
YouTube
They
videos.
that
have
teach you
whole
how to fleet.
TikToks. I've
Right.
seen TikToks literally of a white man going step
Teaching
by
you.
step
Yes.
with the bathroom wand, and he's fucking, like he's showing them and everything like that. They had a TikTok of somebody walking them through using the damn water bottle because when they get real desperate, especially in the club, they'll
Yeah.
go in that bathroom and take a water bottle.
Listen,
It's never that serious.
I
I
have
remember
had
that.
a dude. This is why I don't. This is why I don't let dudes fleet at my house. Like we can just reschedule or whatever. I don't want you fleeting at my house. It's never right when you let somebody fleet at your house. Like everybody needs to be in the comfort of their own home when they're fleeting. And I came into the restroom and it was this crinkled up water bottle in the trash can. I was like,
Yeah.
Did he use a water bottle to clean himself off?
Yo,
Or was you in here thirsty, nigga? Like, what happened?
No.
nigga, like that shit used to blow my fucking mind.
How did
Unless
that
it was
happen? Like, I couldn't imagine using a water bottle. Like, that wouldn't work for me.
They
like,
have an attachment for it.
you would just
They
see a,
sell an
a
attachment.
random Dasani bottle just sitting there, just like
It was a bottle. It was a bottle that you could tell had been crushed many
yes.
times. It was like crushed up. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Like,
This
I
is raw
promise
as
you,
raw.
baby gays watching us right now, we have helped them tremendously, and we don't even realize it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Like, so Fantasia, is everybody aware what's going on with
Yes.
Fanny and
Fantasia's just out here being the whole texture she is.
what makes you gotta be a temptress?
He
So,
said Hotep.
Hotepstress.
Yes, Hotepstress. Yes.
So, if y'all don't know, Fantasia's father is coming out and calling out her husband because Fantasia's husband re-proposed to her or something. You know, they've been married 11 years or something. He re-proposed to her on stage, and her dad came out with a video and said all this shit is performative. He's doing this because there's an accounting investigation going on or something like that with
Mhm.
Fantasia, something about some money being stolen, and her father think that he got something to do with it, which I ain't gonna say I believe the father, but I think the father has okay reason to have suspicion about that.
Mhm. And
And
then Fantasia responds to the dad and talking about it was so Hotep. She said, me and my mother, we have held your secrets for too long, but you came for my king.
king,
I was like, girls, stand up. But anyway, she said she came and she called him a deadbeat. And which I believe because the thing
yeah.
is, her and her dad have been into it before I've seen over the
Yeah.
years and whatnot.
Mhm.
And it's like, sir, you're doing a lot when, you weren't there for that woman, you know what I'm saying? You didn't hold her, you didn't show her anything, you didn't show her how to ride a bike, you didn't teach her how to read, you didn't do any of that shit. You just fucking, like
And then the husband made a reply, which he shouldn't have. The husband replied to it, giving it more steam.
yeah.
Trying to justify basically that he got money. I'm like, nigga, shut up. We know you ain't got more money than Fantasia. Just hush. And it
Yo,
just
that was so I looked at that. He was because listen, it was the whole she didn't have to chase me for a prenup. I think he said something to that effect. And he took the prenup or whatnot. I mean, I, when you going overboard trying to prove you got money, I don't know. Yeah,
So
yeah,
here's the thing with Fantasia. Fantasia has been, especially with this man, the quote unquote the man's the head of our household, whatever he says goes. She has been that for years.
that's the church in him.
Yeah, she's been the church,
mm-hmm.
like literally the church woman that y'all see. Like, my man, I'm being submissive, even though I'm the breadwinner. I'm very submissive to my man. I do know that her and her dad have been having issues, and I think allegedly, I'm using allegedly for this point only, that when she went broke the first time, he was a part of the reason that she went broke the first time when Simon Cowell actually gave her some money to get her out of debt.
Right.
So that was a long time ago. So I think that's the reason why. But I also like when y'all brought it up, like Fantasia being Fantasia, because she's gonna support her man. Her man, like she said, the man is the CEO of her life. Which I was like,
So
oh, I know where this going.
I have something. I have something that I'm gonna try to say as tactfully as possible. Think Phaedra Parks. Think who's another one I had
Jill
in mind?
Scott.
No, I'm gonna say for she ain't it.
What?
Jill Scott is a hotepstress to me. I'm sorry.
No.
Erica
I'm not talking about
Badu.
that. No. That's not what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is this: it's a specific type of woman
Christian
who, when she gets on or when she comes up in life, kind of like how black men do with exotical women, they go after these light skinned, quote unquote, like these light skinned-ish type men that they didn't have. Well, not even light skinned. They go after men that they didn't have access to before.
Right.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because if you look at Fantasia's husband now, you know what I'm saying? back when we was knowing her, like when she was, on American Idol with
I get
the
what you're saying.
butterballs on and shit like that, he wouldn't have given her the time of day. What the
You
other
with
one was?
Yandro. Like, not
The
saying that Yandro
gymnastics
ugly.
girl. The gymnastics girl. She's that's who I was thinking about. What her
Come
name
on,
is?
Bow.
Come on, Bow.
Yeah. Because they prize these type of men because these type of men wouldn't give them the time of day unless, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
they
I don't, this conversation is making me think about, and this was not what we planned to talk about either, but it's made me thinking about Candy and Todd and their divorce and what they going to
yo.
do.
Let me tell you something. Candy and Todd still fucking. Candy and Todd is still fucking. Don't get it twisted. I believe they're going through a divorce. I do believe that.
Mm-hmm.
I also believe this nigga, he's still sleeping in that guest house, and you can tell when a couple still having dealings by how petty their engagements is with each other.
Mm-hmm.
When they go out of their way to be super duper, just stupid petty, like nigga, you can get out that woman guest house. You can pay that damn light bill. You doing it?
I think with them, I think he's just really thinking he can get some money out of her. I think he's gonna keep going until he can't afford to pay them lawyers no more, and then they're gonna be divorced then.
He does deserve to get some money from her because, like, OLG was his idea. OLG
that's salty ass fucking chicken and running
I know. Look, it was salty. OLG. Look, OLG. The restaurants was his idea. Unfortunately, it was their production company that they had when they were
yes, he did do things that.
He did. Yeah,
a lot of the stuff that he did. A lot of the stuff that he did with Candy flopped. But I understand that he still should get paid out for that stuff. But as far as like getting full custody of the kids and want to get paid child support and alimony, nigga, you better go find a job.
No, Miss
he probably got offset lawyer.
Mama Joyce is right.
It's not a sex thing either because I feel like if a woman have a means to make money, then she should go do it too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think, and that's usually who the people who get alimony are people who don't have a means to make money. Like you done kept them married for 20 years without a job. What type of job you think they're gonna go get when haven't been working for 20 years? That's why you gotta take care of them.
So it's just like Mary J and Whitney Williams paying their ex-husband because they couldn't do nothing else outside of them being a manager. Because they were
that was the argument for the last 20 years.
And what's so crazy is if he got a good enough lawyer, he could get it like that. Because honestly, Todd, what is Todd without working for Candy? Like literally, we know you for working with Candy. Like we know you for being employed by your wife. That is literally how you are famous. You know what I'm saying?
But he also, before Candy, give him his credit, he was a TV producer and stuff like that. Go back to that.
He did R&B Divas. He was the story behind, he was the production behind R&B Divas.
That was after Candy though.
That was during Candy. Yeah.
And he did Encore.
Yeah.
Encore. What is
the show with all the when they put all the girls that's been in a group.
When Pam said you tipped him, people.
When Pam came over there with them clear heels trying to act like she didn't eat pussy no more.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious.
I ain't gonna lie. That show I enjoyed that show.
It was so good. I'm gonna tell you why it was so good. You believed that struggle. You believed it. They went and got the fucking Z string of every group that them girls was from. You know what I'm saying? Because what none of them doing, Keely wasn't doing shit. You can tell Keely wasn't doing nothing. The fucking the Cherish girl.
I would like to see like a male version of that, but I don't think that would have worked out because
who would be on it? Who would be on
can't really sing no more.
B2K.
No, who would be on it? Like
B2K, the group.
No, it'll probably be what they'll probably go get like members from what Jodeci, Silk, or something like that. H-Town.
No, them niggas too old. Like no,
it would have been B2K. It would been B2K.
That is true. Them niggas already kids as fuck.
B2K.
They would get Jay Holiday.
What's that group? What's that group that Puffy had? B5.
Day 26. It'll be one of them from there.
They have all the members of Day 26. Literally, all the members of Day 26 could be on that show. They would just remix them niggas into a whole other fucking band. Like them niggas, they ain't doing nothing. Bobby Valentino ain't doing shit.
He is doing something.
Motherfucking
He fucking
what
trans
the
girls.
what the nigga Jimmie Causey did it? Sometimes I love her.
What is it?
Sometimes I love. Yeah, he would
Yeah.
be on there.
Who else?
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
No, Lloyd do things. Lloyd be on stages. I be seeing Lloyd on stage because he thick now.
Yeah.
He
He
can
real,
still
real
go on that
thick.
show.
Look, one of them dudes from Pretty Ricky. One of them.
Spectacular.
I said spectacular. Y'all didn't hear me.
Oh yeah.
I hear you.
When that old video of him with them drawers on, first of all, the drawers was too big. That
Mm.
and he was doing that. Oh, that shit still haunts me. Like you
But you know
thought that
what's so
was sexy?
funny? It's so funny. Niggas used to dance like that during that time period, but they didn't do it in their drawers though on camera. But niggas did used
Dude.
to dance like that.
When fucking birthday sex used to come on, and here come a random capper out of nowhere, fucking whining his waist, looking like Maya against a wall and shit. I used to hate when them little strings would come on. It's your birthday, so I know you want. And here come a fucking capper doing the fucking roll, doing a body roll.
They
And shit.
used to
Fucking
they
ass
used to do
down, dude.
all that grinding and humping. Like go watch the Chris Brown Take You Down video.
Yes.
Oh,
Like all
nigga.
that grinding and hunching. That's how they used to do it
Them
in during that
motherfuckers would
time
be in the
period.
middle of the club with a
Oh.
Cab Calloway hat on and a fucking pair of slacks they got from Express, doing that backwards crab dance, up in the air. Then you got the cues over randomly in the corner licking air pussy and shit.
Look.
It's so disturbing.
I'm finna do the Kim Kardashian gift. I'm heading out because y'all not gonna read me on this show.
It's so funny you brought up Express.
Yeah,
it's so funny you brought up Express.
Look, I used to do that. So I used to do
Wait, not you used to be out there fucking
out
on the ground with one leg up doing the slow hump and shit.
I used to do that, so I'm guilty of that. Yes, I'm guilty.
Whenever I was back when I was in college or whatever, when I was going to like a straight event or to a straight club, I would always go to Express and get me an outfit.
And that's how you would always be able to spot the sis in the straight spot. He in there with some Express pants on, with
Stuff like
ass showing. And it was always the boys with real good pussy wearing Express pants.
That one MX, that one MX bun up they used to have.
Yes.
I had so many of them damn things.
with some shoes he got from Aldo's.
Bitch, I ain't never bought no Aldo now. Ain't no church queen.
Them
church queen shoes.
So we gonna end this show because y'all ain't gonna be reading me. I'm gone. Like y'all got it. I'm gone.
So we done finally arrived to, I guess, what everybody was waiting to hear what we had to say about. Unless you've been living under a rock, the Netflix ad, the America's Next Top Model documentary that everybody had been waiting for ever since the pandemic.
It's called a reality check, I think.
Yeah. Okay. That's the name of the reality check. Everybody ever since the pandemic, and all of y'all started doing this whole, oh my God, America's Next Top Model was so toxic. Mm-hmm. Y'all been doing it for about the last 5 or 6 years. So what ended up happening was, I guess they cut a check big enough for Tyra, and Tyra said, "Okay, I'll do it." It was 3 parts. Each part was an hour long. There's a lot in it. We ain't gonna be able to unpack it all at one time because it's that much, but we're gonna try to hit as much as we can. I'm gonna start out by asking, did everybody watch it?
Yes.
Yes, of course we did. Of course we did. All 3 episodes. I was gonna try to save them, but I watched them all at once because I used to watch it faithfully up until I watched it all the way up until I think it was 24 seasons. I stopped halfway through, like around I think the last season, I think it was Tiana that won, that black girl. That's the last. That was like 13 around there.
That was the last one. I stopped at cycle 10. Then I picked it up again when Andre Leon Taylor came on. Then the season after that. Yeah.
I watched it here and there, but tuning into it every week stopped around season 11, 12.
I'm trying to think. I think I watched it up until Andre Leon Talley, and then I think I watched it when she came back to VH1 because I think Laura Roach was on there at that time as a judge.
Really?
Yeah. That one.
Laura Roach was on America's Next Top.
He was a judge when it came back to VH1. Yeah.
When it was like Rita Ora on there and stuff.
That was Project Runway.
No, he was on. No, there was they brought top model back again, maybe 2000s and some 2010-ish because
And Rita Ora was the host. Rita Ora was the host.
Rita Holder was the host, but then Tyra came back after that season after her. And
Mhm.
La Roche was a judge on that. That's how I'm familiar with La Roche because of him of that show.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
see, I
all the
really stopped watching it because I didn't even know.
so
But
all the
like,
talk and all the controversy, I guess, is that they interviewed these girls, and a lot of these girls are complaining about the people are complaining about the treatment the girls receive on this reality show,
mhm,
and they had the Jays on there, and they were just blaming Tara and all this stuff for their mistreatment and everything like
mhm.
this. But here's what I think what happened to their relationship. I think the network just said we don't want the Jays anymore, and they
Mhm.
thought Tyra had something to do with it. And Tyra was just like, "Okay, if y'all feel that way, whatever." And I just thought they just stopped fucking with each other. Off of the Tyra didn't try to prove
Because
it to him, and now we're 20 years later, and they just haven't talked. I don't think there's not any like
it's
real
nothing
beef.
deep.
I
It's
don't think they was even close like that, like they wanted to believe. I think they were okay
Mhm.
with being mean girls all them seasons along with Tara.
Mhm.
And then when they got fired, she became the only mean girl. But when you watch the show back, it was
Mhm.
more so of the Jays was being more mean because they was around the girls more.
They were around the girls the most,
Mhm.
with Tyra, like she said in the documentary, one thing she said in the documentary that I really did they hit me. I have bosses too. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Even though I'm the creator, I'm the face, I'm EP and all that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We have a network. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I don't play ball with my boss, none
Yeah.
of us have a job. You
I like
know?
how she's just such a like Tara Banks is just a big old drag queen. She
Yeah,
is. Tyra Banks is a big old drag queen. And when you understand that, you'll probably like
you
just
get her.
you
Yeah.
won't get so offended about the way that she moves and everything. It
Cause,
was like,
cause I'm gonna
okay,
tell you,
y'all don't fuck with me anymore. Okay, girl, bye.
everybody on this whole thing of she was so unapologetic. She didn't take any accountability. Let me tell you something. I'm glad she gave y'all her motherfucking ass to kiss. You ain't about to drag me in front of no fucking camera and make me drag myself. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what. Listen, y'all
Did
motherfuckers, first of all, y'all fucked up thinking that a light-skinned woman with green eyes and access to unclockable wigs in the 2000s was going to get up there and be a good person. That's when you fucked up the first part. You know what I'm saying? Tyra Banks was never going to be, I hate to say it
right.
like that, but you know what
I,
I'm saying?
I just think they need to go away. Like all this, she hasn't called me, and she hasn't called me. Jay talking about she hasn't came to see me. If I haven't talked to you in 20 years and we're not friends anymore, why would I come see you when you sick? It's not even thing bad or I don't like fuck you. It's not even a fuck you or anything like that. It's just that we're not a part of each other's lives anymore 20 years later.
That's it. You know what
So
I'm saying? And,
so
and,
this
and, and again, this whole united front thing they're doing, for me, it makes them look weak. It makes them look weak as shit. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something. I said it on the fucking Twitter when they was on their when they was on Share Shep and they was all on stage, and having they fuck Tyra freestyle battle. If Cher would have said, "Well, we have Tyra backstage right now. Come on out," Jay Manuel literally, that motherfucker would have jumped over that fucking table and took off running out that damn studio. If they would have pulled that old school Oprah move on their ass, because Oprah was good for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Really,
That was a
sister.
Jenny Jones. That's a Jenny Jones move.
right.
Ambush the fuck out your ass. You sit up there talking cash shit about this, and I hate that bitch. That fucking fupa having backwards titty having ass bitch. Well, we happen to have the bitch backstage right now, and here they come
Come
out. Now
on
you
out.
sit up there, like, but no, but it's like what it was too. I think that they thought that this documentary was gonna finally make Tyra look like this super, and to a degree it did.
Yeah.
However, they thought that it was going to turn the tide on her. I think they thought it was going to, make people feel a certain way about her, and ultimately it didn't.
Because they
I
didn't
don't think they
interview
were
none of the
counting on that.
girls. They didn't interview none of the girls that found success from Top Model. They didn't interview Eva. They didn't interview Takara. They didn't interview
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
that other white girl name?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Yeah, yeah.
Harry, fucking they didn't get
Hold on. A lot of those girls went on just to be models, but not like big name models.
No.
So that's the other thing. You know what I'm saying? Those women, because let's be real, that's what they were. A lot of those women were in their 20s. Every now and then there was an 18 or 19-year-old in here. But for the most part, those girls were 20, 21, 22 and up. Here's the thing. You're mad at Tyra, like Prime is that, but Danny, you're gorgeous. Beautiful. You're probably more beautiful now than you were then. You sound like the biggest loser motherfucker I've ever heard in my life.
I'm sorry. Listen. I don't want to discount anybody, but girl, you are not traumatized.
Sounded like a fucking loser because, again, going back to the ages, these girls were 20, 21, 22 years old. Baby, you were ancient in model years. When you see those runways over there in Paris, over there in Milan, them girls stumping down the runways, them girls is 15 and 16 years old. That raises a whole other set of issues. But those are not women. Those are literally teenage girls out there.
I just don't think you're traumatized all these years later just by getting your Gap clothes. Like, please go sit down.
You really got dental work that you could. Joni, you see Joni, she brought her snaggletooth ass on there talking about some damn. I could have. First of all, you was gassed about it. You know, I'm getting dental work that I couldn't afford back where I'm from. Look how my teeth are lined up on this side of my mouth. As they went and pulled the teeth for you, now here you come 20 years later talking about something. I could never close my mouth all the way. Girl, if you don't get the fuck on some goddamn way, then she demonstrated somebody. Look, I can't close my jaw all the way down. Girl, your teeth ain't in single file no more. We have to sacrifice something here. What do you want?
So this is my thoughts. So during the time that Top Model was out, Top Model was probably one of 10 reality shows that was out at that time. Probably one of 10. And so, yes, I think the girls that went on there went on as a competition. This is a model competition. But they realized up until like season 4, oh yeah, this is a TV show.
TV show, yeah.
This is a TV show. So the competition is part of the TV show, but that's not the main focus.
If those girls had any sense, if they were really into and trying to model the way they say they were, they would have known at their ages they were never going to be quote unquote supermodels. The best you could have hoped for was to get on that show, take your exposure. And like I say, Takara didn't even win her season, but you know what Takara did? Takara never stopped working from the time the cameras went off. And she was like, you know, these high fashion houses ain't gonna fuck with me. You know what I'm gonna go do? I'm gonna go interview everybody I can on every BET red carpet I can. Yeah. I'm gonna go knock on Essence's door. I'm gonna go knock on Ebony's door. You know what I'm saying?
But also too, it was a time period when it was much harder to do things like that because now with social media and everything, you can do
easy.
You could be an influencer and stuff like that. So it was kind of harder for them to do stuff after the show, I think. But still, it was a lot of them wouldn't have made it because the show was built on, in the premises of a lot of the show was these are girls who was unconventional in the modeling industry.
At that time,
so you weren't gonna make it anyway being at that time being 4'9".
Because even with even with the plus size things, because let's keep it a buck, body positivity just happened recently. Yeah, like within the last 10 years, there was no such thing as body positivity. So
and to go back and look at them calling Takara and Whitney fat when they wasn't even fat is so crazy. It's so crazy.
But in that industry, like in that model world, they were the plus size girls.
Right.
But again,
a lot of those girls would have been influencers though. In today's society,
because even with Danny, I'm like, girl, you was doing stuff. Because I will say this, and this is no shade to the white girls that was not Drag Race, on American Next Top. Every black girl that we know that was iconic, we know of them still. Bree, we know Bree still. Bree ain't did nothing since the Wale video, but we know of her. We know Takara has not won. We know Winnie Harlow didn't win.
Yeah.
But she still known. Eva, the prime example that even when she did the interview on with Gayle King, she like, it still fascinates me that people still bring up Top Model when I did everything else outside of Top Model 20 years later. But everybody still bring me up to Top Model because I haven't done it. But it just, like, I just think at the time that no one knew what reality TV was at the time. And reality TV back then was very much like, oh, your career is over, so why are we doing this? Because it was only Fear Factor, American Idol, the Real World Road Rules,
right, stuff like that. Yeah.
Jessica Simpson. I think Jessica Simpson was out at the time, and our career was stalled, and the Osbournes was stalled.
But the thing is, though, like I could understand that up to a certain point in time, like the girls from cycle 1 up to maybe cycle 5, I
Up to
could
cycle 5,
understand
yeah.
them being, like, wait, what are we doing here? But from then on, those women should have, because again, we're not talking about helpless children. These
Right.
are adult women. They should
You
have
should have
known
known.
at this
Yes.
point.
You should have
I'm
known, like, when
going
you
on. This is a television show.
you should have
I've
known, like,
been
when you
watching
come,
it.
they're gonna make you do something drastic with your hair or cut your hair off. Girl, I get it, but like, I don't want to hear nothing 20 years later that you was traumatized because you cut all your hair off on this show. Like, I just don't. I don't. Girl, hush. It's a reality show. Hush.
A lot of the framing and that they were doing around the whole essay topic,
Mhm.
I thought that was irresponsible.
You know. So about the essay thing with Shandy, I, I'm not the person, or it's not my, my thing to tell people what happened to them or what did happen to them. But for me, just looking back at what we saw, because everybody who was saying that it was sexual assault thing, we all look at the same thing.
We all saw it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so what I saw was regret and embarrassment.
That's what it was. That's what it was. And again, and you had every right to feel that way because that was an embarrassing situation. You know what I'm saying? Not taking that from you at all. I personally, as sex positive as I am, I personally would have been mortified if that side of something I've done was broadcast to the world. Mm-hmm. But to take that and all this time later reframe that as, oh, I was assaulted and everything like that, and essentially blame Tyra in production for that. I just thought that was irresponsible.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
So I have a disagreement with that. So I will say this. According to her, based on the documentary, it was stuff that was filmed that wasn't aired. So again, you at the time, early stage of reality show, you on the show, they can at this point now we reality shows, they can perform it, they can do any narrative they want to do with you. Mm-hmm. I think she mentioned to them prior to this years ago, like when it happened, that she felt that way that occurred, mm-hmm. But they was like, no, that didn't occur, that didn't occur, that didn't occur. Now, what I don't blame Tyra for that because again, Tyra was just a talent. The Jays didn't know about it until it came out after the fact. But mm-hmm. If the people that was filming production was like, oh, they set this up for the guys to come, even though again, I'm trying to even though you put the predicament there, but it's a possibility that the same thing would happen to Kenya. When Kenya said she was being SA'd by that guy, we saw it on camera that she was being SA'd by that guy. Mm-hmm. And they didn't do anything about it. So it's two things that occurred. Like, yes, you got models that's being harassed or SA'd by people that y'all have on the show as talent, but y'all not doing anything about it because y'all making a show. Mm-hmm. Now, will any of this occur today? By today's frame, no. Back then, they probably didn't know. They didn't. I'm not gonna say it's their fault, but they didn't know what to do. They just are we making a show? Even I would say this easier. Hindsight, looking at Kenya's, and I'm just talking about Kenya's part. Looking at Kenya, if Kenya was saying that she felt uncomfortable, and I'm spitting a lot. Kenya was like Kenya said she was uncomfortable, and this guy was touching her. Y'all should have did something about it. And the fact that y'all chose the picture that she was being touched on and being groped on was let you know that she did it. Shandy, on the other hand, y'all took it as, well, she was drunk, both y'all was drunk. There's a possibility. So even if y'all didn't fix that part, y'all had opportunity to fix the Kenya portion because we saw it while she's happening. She bringing it to y'all attention instead of like, girl, you just could have patted him on the head like, ooh, girl, ooh, boy, get away from me. You messing up my picture. That was where the irresponsibility came in at when she was telling them, hey, this man is touching me, this man is groping me, this man has been harassing me all day. That's where that line was drawn.
I really, 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 really appreciate you framing it that way. Like it made me look like literally in real time just now, made me look at both situations differently. So that was super dope how you just did that. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I was just like, yo, because with Kenya, again, I was gonna do my best not to be insensitive with that, but when you put it the way you just put it, yeah, absolutely right. So I appreciate you framing it that way. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
the
saying?
Kenya situation was like absolutely the same, but I just feel like with the Shandy thing, if she would have said that at the time, I don't think they would have aired it.
I think she said she did say it at the time, and they
That
still.
she was like
I
sexually
don't think
assaulted.
so.
That she was
Yeah, but I
assaulted.
gotta watch it. I
I
gotta watch
don't
it again.
remember.
I
And,
feel like she said mentioned that
I'm
she
not
felt
blaming
that.
her at all. I'm not blaming her at all, but because at the time these girls didn't know how reality TV worked.
Work right.
Right.
And she really gave life to it by all the crying and regret and embarrassment the next day. If she didn't give them that, I don't think we would even know about all this. It wouldn't even be a big thing.
Mhm.
But she gave them something to work with because
Yeah.
she didn't know how reality TV worked.
And I
Has
think
she
at that time, no
has she
one knew how
played
reality TV worked at that time.
Nobody
has she
did,
played it
right?
has she played it cooler? You said like had she played it cooler, she probably would have gotten out of the situation a lot better. You know what I'm saying? But when she started going,
They gave them something.
because the thing is again, initially what we were shown and what happened, she was more upset about her boyfriend finding out or telling him that telling her she's damn. She was more flummoxed by
The
that
the way
situation.
that I'm telling y'all, the way that we saw that, the way that we
Mhm.
saw it was she was just embarrassed and full of
Yeah,
regret. That's the way that we saw it. That's the way that it was.
that's it.
That's the way it was
Yeah,
edited down.
right.
That's the way it was. That's the way it was edited down to us, and that's why people saw y'all watched it and just ignored it. I'm like, first of all, it ain't shit that we could have done, but it was like y'all was watching stuff. It's like yes, because it was presented to us in that way.
Right.
It wasn't. We didn't see a essay.
Tyra, like I say, Tyra's flawed. Like you saw it in just I do I don't want I think narcissist is too strong of a word. I do think she's always been very Tyra focused.
Mm-hmm.
Tyra says she's very self-centered. She's all of these things. Yes, true. However, um, I really like the fact that she wasn't gonna let y'all sit there and humble her. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Not when you had all these other people involved in this. You're all sitting here now because your fucking pockets touching your back. Now you want to come at me and try to collectively drag me. No. We all had a part of this, from Ken Mock down to the Jays, down to Nigel. Y'all are not about to sit here and play victim. You know what I'm saying
Right.
right now. They were sitting there looking for all this empathy. Well, she could have did this for me.
Mhm.
Going back to Danielle, well, she told me that she knew I wasn't a baby. That wasn't her responsibility to take you and handhold you through the industry. You have to understand, this is a woman who came up as a black model in the early '90s,
Yeah,
where it
I
was
think they don't see
absolutely
that a lot of them. I think the contestants, those girls, Jay, them, all them didn't understand that Tyra, right, and rightfully so, saw this just as work. This is just a job I come to. I don't care
it's a
about the girl that just
job.
won, bitch. We on to this next season, more
So
money. I don't
it's
care about these winners. Like it's just this
so
is a
it's
job for me.
I would say
That's
this.
not right.
It's worse than because at least I like in RuPaul's case since it's the same damn show. At least the Tyra Banks remember the names of the people that won. RuPaul don't remember the people that won the damn show.
RuPaul
Well,
be forgetting all them girls' names.
and not the and I swear to God, this ain't because I love the girls, all that kind of stuff like that. I didn't know it was this many drag queens just out here. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Drag Race brought in a whole group of like young people
You're
doing
right,
drag.
and
They
and,
think that it's
and it
easy.
did, and it did, and so it's to me it's very much at this point of okay. I look at it at Tyra Banks is my Sagittarius sister. She's my Sagittarius. We had the same birthday. I know everybody hates Sagittarius. I get it. But my thing is, at the same time, yes, we sat there and watched the show faithfully. We all sat there and watched the show faithfully. Now, what was funny to me, and you brought it up, I'm stealing your tweet. Tyra Banks said basically y'all bitches was bored during the pandemic, and y'all brought this shit back up. So here we are. If y'all wasn't bored in the pandemic, none of this shit would be coming back up. Y'all, but y'all didn't have nothing else to do. So here you go. And
these people were foolish, thinking that woman was gonna get up there and crucify herself for their enjoyment. Because let's be real, that's what this is about. None of this is about victims. Ain't nobody suing nobody. Ain't nobody looking for no reimbursement for anything. This was all about trying to get Tyra on her knees to grovel for them, and she would not do it.
And that's why I really do. I really do like when people, celebrities, do that shit. Like, no, don't try to humble me. That's all what people in the media. I mean, not in the media. People online want to do, and people online don't realize that you really don't move anything.
So with me, it is this what we call, I guess it's called parasocial
relationships
now, where people feel like every celebrity should be just like them, should be relatable and all that stuff. Tyra Banks is not one of those people.
Yeah. At all.
By all means. Because
at all. And I'm sitting up here with a wig that costs more than your fucking life, with a coat that costs more than your fucking kids, and I'm just gonna be unapologetic, and I'm not gonna give a fuck. And like I say again, I appreciate that.
So it's this crucifixion of people that, because celebrity now is just like you. I'm just like you. I have issues with my baby daddy. I'm having issues at Target. I'm going to Kmart to go buy some tissue because I'm just like you. That's what celebrity is now. Tyra Banks come from this era of, I grew up in the projects. I ain't trying to go back. I saw this as an opportunity, and I'm trying to make these moves. So that's when you see this crucifixion of celebrities that's quote unquote unattainable. They're not relatable, because you see it with J-Lo all the time. You see it with Jay-Z. You see it with Oprah, because we're used to seeing, and there's no shade to Lizzo. We're so used to Lizzo. We're so used to Megan Thee Stallion telling us everybody their business, because I'm just like you. I have issues with my man. I have, like, my foot hurt. I have issues with you. Whereas J-Lo and Oprah, like, I can't relate. I want that type of celebrity where Janet Jackson literally said, "I don't know the fucking hot Cheeto is."
I mentioned that before too. It's we don't have any more stars. We just have celebrities. There's no stars anymore.
Right.
Like, because the celebrities want to make this thing where a celebrity is a person, like, this whole thing. They got to give their fans a name, and they got to make it feel like these new people, these new generation of people, they want their celebrities, like you say, to feel like I'm you, so I have to come down on your level. And I love when celebrities are like, no, actually, I'm not like you. Bitch.
I do not want to have.
I'm not going to Target to get my own toilet paper. Absolutely not.
I do not want to have that type of access to you. It cheapens the experience for me. All I want, you sell me your art, I will buy it. I will consume it. I will digest it. After that, we good. We don't have to act like homeboys. We don't have to act like we grew up shooting in the gym together. We don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jackson was not talking to us. Prince was not talking to us. Janet Jackson still does not talk to us.
That's one of my issues with that's one of my main issues with Cardi B. And just like these artists today, when they want to involve their fans with everything that goes on in their career, and they talk about a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and that's why everybody think they're a music executive these days. It's no reason why like Cardi B is on live talking about production and stuff for her tour and all this stuff. No, bitch, just do the tour and
just do the tour, and I'm gonna pay for. I'm gonna buy a ticket and I'm gonna come see it. I don't need to know.
Why are you talking about what your management is telling you and all this stuff? Like, we shouldn't hear that stuff.
But that's the thing with the new generation of parasocial thing. They want to know. They feel like they're making the decision, like they own you. So even the one thing I hate that people do now when they do the preview of the music, I don't want no fucking preview. I don't put the shit out. I don't care. But because you're now allowing your fans to choose what they want.
Yes. All this stuff, like they have an announcement to announce that they're having a album. Like, what are you talking about? Like, just announce the album.
We're rolling out the premiere of the video. Then a few weeks later, now we're rolling out the actual video. That was just for the premiere. It's what it is they've taken the money away from developing the artists, and they put, so we're doing the work for them, basically. Kind of how Popeyes dropped the chicken sandwich. They didn't do no promo for that motherfucking sandwich. Goddamn it, we did all that shit. We got up there and stabbed each other in the fucking line to get a damn chicken sandwich. We got out there and ran each other down in the driveway behind the chicken sandwich. They didn't have to promote anything, but that's how the music industry does right now. You know what I'm saying? Like that bullshit that Drake do. You so scared that you gonna flop. So what you gonna do? You gonna leak a single or two and see how people respond. If they don't like it, okay, well we gotta go direct the drawing board. It's so lazy.
So to me, even now, when I bring this up all the time, when the kids be like, I can't believe such and such flop, I can't believe such and such like on the rap, like, no, the music industry has changed because number one, y'all ain't buying records. Number one. So there is no money into buying a record. There's no money into that Hype Williams 90s, 2000 videos. That budget is gone. Unless you are Cardi B that's paying for the shit out of her own pocket. That's why she don't have that's why she's not doing that many videos, because now you're paying for the shit out of your own pocket. Beyonce is the richest bitch of them all. You see, she ain't put no videos out because I'm paying for the shit out of my own pocket. So why am I doing all of this? But at the end of the day, I brought this up to somebody. I'm like, for you to get signed to a label now, you got to already have a built-in fan base because they're not promoting you. So that's why y'all can come for me and say that when I say this, that's the reason why Normani is flopping, because she doesn't have a fan base. She does not have a built-in fan base.
With Normani,
I don't know them women.
Here's what happened with Normani, and it's like Normani fell victim to the whole line. We have to big up and praise the dark skinned girl, and that was the support behind her. And when that got old and they moved on to Coco Jones, they left her hanging. Because it's always one dark-skinned black girl that they big up at a time. And pretty soon, they're going to move on from Coco Jones.
And the reason why Coco Jones is big, because she got a Grammy, and she got 2 Grammys, I think, now. She had a hit show, and she happened to be on Disney.
I have no idea what that woman does.
I know she did Disney. Only reason because my nieces watched it. I know she did Disney, and I know she was on the Fresh Prince. That was a hit for a time, the new Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
And she got that Grammy. And so then it's still a parasocial thing, because you still got people going live. Like, I want y'all to tell me if y'all want this hit. Like, fuck that shit. You see the old girls like, oh, I'm putting this shit out. I don't care if you don't like it or not. But y'all still up here like, oh, let me put this hit out. Oh, I can't put this out. I can't do the video now because the fans didn't like it. And then you now let your fans be your A&R person.
A lot of people got to stop doing that. Like, you got to be real with these girls, no matter what their skin tone is. You can't just like big up somebody just because they're dark skinned and their talents ain't where you trying to put them. That I think that's what happens with Flo Milli.
Like, cause she's like, don't get me wrong, Normani can dance her ass off, but she just happened to be.
Normani is just a regular mediocre pop star.
But at the end of the day,
she makes good fuck music, and that's about it.
But
she
at
makes
the end of the day,
good music to fuck to. Celebrities in the parasocial relationships today is just so crazy.
Taylor Swift is the same thing. We hate that bitch, but she's
all right. We getting to Taylor Swift now. Oh hell no! I have no idea what that woman does. Well, the buck stops at Taylor Swift.
On that note, we really can go ahead and wrap this up.
Let me say this. At the end of the day, Tyra Banks is not getting canceled on this end. At the end of the day, Tyra Banks said, fuck you. Like, yeah, I answer y'all questions, so we ain't got to talk about this shit no more. And yes, I'm going to do another season, even though I don't think you should. But it is what it is.
Y'all obsessed with that whole boss mentality, boss bitch, boss nigga mentality. Tyra is what that looks like, whether you like it or not. And I think a lot of y'all didn't want to see that shit that y'all go up for, that whole hustler, grinder mentality. Tyra is that on 10. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all need to really think twice about what you hold in high regard, because just like you don't like how Tyra looked in this instance, you said she looked cold, she looked narcissistic, all that kind of stuff like that. That's what you idolize look like. When you idolize these rappers who do any and everything to get close to $1, when you idolize these celebrities who do any and everything just to climb the ladder just a little higher, those are those type of people. They're detached, they're cold, they're not relatable, they're, to a degree, they're sociopathic. You know what I'm saying? So just think about that. When you're idolizing all that, oh, you a boss, this, that, and the third, that is what that manifests as in a person.
And she's better than me because if I was Tyra, I come back for season 25 and I would cast
Oh, she
all.
is. Absolutely.
I would cast. Well, hold on. I would cast all fucking tall European white women and make everybody mad. Tall,
You,
skinny,
you want to be
95
mad? I'm gonna
pounds,
give you something to be mad for. You know what I'm saying?
95
Look,
pounds. You cannot come on here if you were over 110. Yes, I would do all that. Yes, I would. I piss everybody off.
And y'all were being overly sensitive for no fucking reason. People who came out the mud, like I tell motherfuckers all the time, people love to tell me, you act like you have no empathy. You're right, I don't. I've been on my own since I was 17 motherfucking years old. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I was in high school with a whole full-time job, motherfucker.
No.
I was selling weed and all kind of work at my apartment. Didn't know what I was doing. Nigga, it was a point in time in my apartment. I had motherfuckers in there shooting dice and playing cards and was cutting off the top. I was doing that at 18 and 19 years old to keep myself afloat. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
again, I was on my own when I was young. You know what I'm saying? So people who come from that, like Tyra, she got it out the mud. You're not gonna get a motherfucker like that to look at you and go, "Oh, po baby." They're gonna look at your ass and say, "Well, shit, root little pig or die. Get the fuck up. What you gonna do?"
Yes.
It's one of the things I would say, and before we go this, and so this other thing that kills me now is the fact that they were like, Naomi Campbell's not the villain. Like, no, Naomi Campbell's still the villain. She always been the villain. Like, two things could be true at the same time. Just like Fluffy and Suge Knight. Suge Knight was not innocent of none of shit at all.
Naomi was putting hands on people.
Yes.
Like, Naomi was going upside motherfuckers' head.
Like, no, Naomi is still a villain. Just because Tyra Banks, y'all will look at Tyra Banks as the villain. No, Naomi is still the villain in this thing because Naomi was in that time frame. Like, there can only be one of us at the top, and it ain't gonna be you. So,
yeah. Well, on that note, we get on out of here. I gotta go take Gizzard to the damn groomer. Today his birthday. So shout out to Gizzard. Happy 4th birthday.
My daddy came up here to Atlanta and wants to see me. That shit shocked the fuck out of me. My little sister, she has a dance recital, so they bringing her up here with all the other little girls. So they up there doing their little dances. So I gotta go do the family thing. Nothing. I wasn't looking forward to this. On Saturday, it's raining outside. This week fucking raining outside. So it's like I gotta get up and put clothes on to go up there and do all this. But I'm gonna go see the people and all that good shit.
I have boyfriend duties this weekend. I have to go. It's my
Shantae's got a man.
Look, it's his birthday weekend, so I gotta go spend time with him. His mom is here.
I gotta go home.
I gotta go. Look, I know, and I know, yes, the person that did, if y'all listen to the podcast years ago, like, I ain't need no relationship. Yeah, I did. I still don't, but I got one.
Hey. This was fun having you on. You know, you can come anytime you want to come.
Thank you. We got the band back together temporarily.
Listen, people don't understand how full circle of a moment this is.
But I still want to say I'm proud of both of y'all. I'm proud of that y'all stuck it out and y'all made this work. I like the name Raw's Law. So I'm very proud of y'all. Y'all made me proud.
I feel like this is how Beyonce talked to Kelly and Michelle when they on FaceTime. Like Jimmie talking. I'm serious. He's pouring into us, but I really feel like this is how Beyonce talks to Kelly and Michelle.
Right.
Yeah. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of y'all, and y'all doing so good, and y'all killing it. And I appreciate y'all.
I appreciate it though because I really built my muscle for podcasting with Punks Under Pressure.
Yeah.
It's just we just go now, and it's like that really made me. I found that I really like doing this by doing Punks Under Pressure. Had I never done Punks Under Pressure, I would have known that I really not just want to do it, but thoroughly enjoy doing this. Like even as a hobby, like even if nothing comes about it.
And that's the thing about this, like because a lot of people now like they treat podcasts as a job. Like if it's treated as a job, you will never enjoy it. Not if you feel like it's obligated to do it, you're not gonna like it. But for y'all, I think like I said earlier in the show, like both y'all together, and this is I'm saying this looking dead at the camera for y'all asking me is there a beef between us? Nah,
there never has been.
When I go,
we've been on Twitter, we've been on vacations together. I don't know how people
I've been to Dallas seeing this man all the time. Me and Lou and this is gonna be fun to y'all. Y'all had did me like, could we have a threesome with me, you and Lou? That's how we, me and Lou, are still friends. Me and Lou are cool. Y'all DM me like, oh, I want y'all to have a threesome with me. No, bitch, no. But
You know what's so
I'm proud of both of y'all. I'm proud that y'all found this marriage together in the podcast, and so to listen to the fans know there is no beef. There's never been no beef. We're still cool. Like when I go to Dallas, even though I'm not gonna miss Rays. But we like when I go to that, me and PA hanging out when he comes to Atlanta, he comes and hang out. Me and Lou, y'all see us at the club together, half naked at whatever jockstrap party.
Anyway, it was a great episode. Y'all go like, rate, and subscribe, and you know what I'm saying. Continue to listen, and we're gonna continue to look at you and appreciate you and all that good
Absolutely.
shit like that. And God
Peace.
bless. Good night.
Good night.
Bye, y'all. Peace.